We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Mercedes sent us a C43 AMG to drive. Very nice looking vehicle. We already did a complete road test on this, with fuel economy numbers and performance figures. We posted that video on YouTube. If you didn't see that, we'll have a link at the end of this video, but here we're doing night drive and headlight test only. And zooming, it says LED high performance. Must be true. Let's take it out and find out. Alright, it's dark enough. Let's check these lights out. It says performs in the dark. And here's what the lights look like from the rear. And the emergency lights. And they have on the mirrors as well. And the front, kind of hard to see, with the headlights drowning everything out. Now with the headlights off, much easier to see. See them in the rear. Not the brightest I've ever seen, but more than adequate. Here's a camera system when you put it in reverse. And the 360 degree. In different drive modes: comfort, individual, sport, sport plus. Plus you have the neon signs, as I call them. Right now I have the blue set up on the dash and doors, but you can change all the colors they have on the menu, of which there are many. The classic gauge cluster, sport, super sport, and track pace, and understated. And below the steering wheel you have some quick buttons here that give you what you want immediately if you want to scroll through everything. Now the headlights, that's what we're here for. Very bright. A wee bit on the low side. Let's go to high beam. Strong in the middle. Now it's around 70 yards beyond with the high beam, low beam. Takes around 170 feet to stop a car at freeway speed. Here we have 410 feet. Low beam, high beam does reach out. Do have some dark spots on the left here though. Reaches out on high beam. On low beam, I'd say about halfway on the right and not as much on the left. We'll take this out in the sticks in the real world and see how this does in a few seconds or minutes, so it'll go away. Let's see how this does in the dark, dingy street mode. Actually, the low beam is doing a pretty good job of reaching that stop sign down there. I go to high beam. Definitely the brights are doing pretty good on streets like this. Low beam. Not reaching out as much as I would like, but nothing serious. So let's slide up some signs on the freeway. Low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam. Reaching out. And let's slide up one more batch. There we go. High beam, low beam, reaching out just fine. Let's look at some long distance signs way down there. Light them up. Reaching out. Alright, we did the freeway. Let's take this out and backcountry roads. There's a lot of wildlife out here you don't want to hit. Almost hit a mountain lion once. It's a skunk, so I'm worried about. That's why it's handy to have a nice strong set of headlights. I'm going to leave the bright setting on while we're on this curvy road. This baby's quick. Woo! Yeah. An even better reason for needing strong headlights for going this fast. The biggest problem you could have with LEDs, the way they disappear in dips, but I got the low beams on. I can still see pretty much almost on top of the hill, high beam. Not a problem with these lights. I'm very impressed here. Alright, our ultimate test. Can we see the jail? Let's zoom in. Can we read the jail sign? Yeah, just barely. With the high beam on, with low beam. And the cutoff's a little bit too low. So it kind of passed the test. And another good reason to have a good set of headlights, so you don't drive in a mess like this. I think it's time to turn back. Well, that was a nice little night drive. Time to wrap up this video and head back to town.